Okay, let me run through the two channels. We've got a clean and a dirty channel on this amp. At the moment I'm plugged into the clean channel. I've switched over to the clean channel. I've left the EQ in the center, make it nice and easy for us to hear the tone. I do have the reverb up. Let me turn it off so we can just hear the tone. Now what I have noticed in this amp, it's very, very responsive to the way you play. So if you're playing soft, then if you're playing a little bit harder, you're starting to get that little bit of a grit there on the tone, which actually it's really nice sounding. Okay, so what I'm going to quickly do here is stick the reverb on 5 so we can hear what it sounds like, and I'll just go through a classic tune for you. Okay, so that's got a beautiful reverb on that. Okay, now if I go to the front pickup on the Les Paul, we should have a really beautiful creamy sort of tone here. Okay, now what I'm hanging out to do is to switch over to a dirty tone for you. Now, if we have a look at this amp, we've got, as we switch over, the first thing I'll do is turn this master volume down. Okay, over here we have a volume control, which is a master volume control, and over here we have what they call a soak control. Now this soak control, you can actually call it like a preamp. This is what drives your preamp in most amps. Let me run this right down, turn it, and then turn the master up just a little bit for us so we can hear what's going on. Turn the guitar up. Now what I'm doing here, we've got a little bit of volume here from the master. Now I'm going to start to turn the soak up, but before I do that, I'm going to switch over channels. So there's our master. And as I do that, now, as you can see, we're up around the 6 at the moment, and that's heaps of drive. Let's go back. So that's the drive on 3. Once again, we have the master volume down to about 2. As I move this up, we've got, as you can see, we've got heaps of level there going to the power amp. But let's now turn the master down, and as we turn this soak up, let's see how much drive we can actually get. So what I've done, where we're up to here, we've just put the soak, which is the preamp volume, or how much drive you want for a simple way of putting it, up to 3/4 of the way. And the master volume is down, probably on 1 at the moment. Now this is for a creamy solo sound for you to practice with. At the moment I'm on the front pickup. Let's go to the bridge pickup. And as you can see, the amp's picking up beautifully the harmonics that I'm playing on the guitar. We've got the amp down nice and low, but the tone is still there. What a great, that's a great sound. Now if you're practicing at home, that's a great sound to have at home practicing. Or once again, let's just turn it up for a sec. Switching back to the clean sound so we don't go deaf. And I'm just going to switch down to another backing track down here and see you off on a clean sound. This is the 112. This is also equipped with the Vintage 30 speaker. You can get the normal Celestion speaker in the cabinet, but we prefer the vintage 30s, so when we order them in, we normally get them with the vintage 30s in. This amp is 50 watts, all tube, 12AX7 and EL84 valves in the power amp stage, and it also has an external effects loop. Everything, the switchable channels and the reverb is also foot switchable. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the demo. I'm Carlo for the Downtown Music Gallery. We'll see you soon. Thanks, man.